I died to a cloud of angry nuts. Not a 10-story tall demon lord, not a king of hell, a handful of oversized, buzzing insects. This is going to be a very long journey. So, after everyone started playing Diablo 4, I decided to go back in time to an era of slightly older demons. I'm talking about Diablo 3. I know I am very late to the party, but I never really played it back in this day. Relaunch the game, I am greeted by my character, Bender. He stands there, all menacing, with a katana he uses to cast his spells. This is the second part of my journey into the world of Diablo as a complete beginner on Torment difficulty. If you didn't see the first part, please check the link in the description, otherwise you won't understand what is going on here. I decided to set myself a goal, beat the entire Diablo 3 story, Reaper of Soul included, on Torment 1 difficulty, as a complete noob. After clearing out the undead hordes of Tristram and taking down bosses like Skeleton King and the Butcher, my confidence was soaring. I had mastered the difficulty. Act 1 was done. I was ready for anything. I had a vision of epic battles against the great lords of hell. What I didn't expect was that my most frequent, most embarrassing and most soul-crushing death would come from smallest, most insignificant creatures in the game. My greatest nemesis, it turns out, were the bugs. Act 2, let's go. My journey continued into the desert of Kazakhstan and the city of Caldeum. Nice change of scenery. The sun was bright, the sky was clear, and the enemies were small and fast. And there were so many of them. I met up with Leah and Tyrael and we agreed to split up. I would hunt for the witch Magda and they'd search for Belial, the Lord of Lies. After trekking through the Thundered Canyon, I finally cornered Magda. She thought I was the one walking into her trap, but really, she was the one locked in here with me. She taunted me, saying a demon had captured Leah and would soon steal her power, but that just got me fired up to smash her face in. A short bit down later, she was a dust. Our next problem was the little shithead Emperor, Haken II, who refused to believe he was being deceived by Belial and tried to have us killed. We escaped and regrouped with Leah's mothers, Adria, who told us about Black Soul Stone, an artifact that could trap the Lords of Hell. But before we could go after it, I had a secret meeting in the sewers with the Emperor himself. Turns out, he was just playing along with guards, because he was being watched and feared for his life. The main quest took me out to the Dagwar Oasis, and on the way I almost got my butt handed to me. Sunny Oasis is where my soul left my body for the first time, in Act 2. It wasn't a hulking demon, it was a swarm of flies. They are tiny, barely visible specks that fly erratically and shoot little stingers. A whole swarm creates a literal wall of death. I was firing spells wildly, but then I was dead. I don't know if it was funny or just sad. My mighty wizard, slayer of the Skeleton King Butcher, felled by gnats. This was it, my first truly humiliating death. I started a mental death counter. Death by bugs, 1. Slightly humbled, I pressed on to find the Black Soul Stone. The plan was to resurrect a mad mage named Zoltan Cole by finding his head, blood and body. A classic fetch quest. The quest for Cole's blood led me to the Vault of the Assassins and the Cave of Betrayer. I ran into more of these damn spiders and my skin was crawling the whole time. I also upgraded my Hydra's spell and suddenly it was going serious damage. My strategy was now drop my Hydras, freeze and run away while my pets did the work. It was working. Armed with this plan, I collected Cole's body parts, and Lee performed the ritual to resurrect the old man. As everyone saw coming, he betrayed us. But for an ancient, powerful mage, the fight was a joke. Unlucky for him. He had just been brought back to life, only to be sent right back to the grave. My Hydras made short work of him. Then came time for burial. We had to evacuate civilians from Caldeum, earning a nice money, by the way. We had stormed the palace. And surprise, the boy Emperor was Belial. I was worried the fight would be too easy, as his health melted. But then the floor crumbled and I faced his true form, a colossal demon. It was a real boss fight. He slammed his arm down, rained poison everywhere. I took a few hits, but the second phase went down fast too. I trapped his soul in the Black Soulstone. Act 2 was complete. The great cinematic revealed the next street, Asmodan, the Lord of Sin. Act 3 was breath of fresh air. I found myself at Bastion's Keep, a massive fortress under siege by Asmodan army. Mountains, snow, after the desert it was heaven. My first task was to light the signal fires and raise the catapults. The enemies here were less buggy, they were big, brutish demons. I still died, but it felt fairer. My mission was to go on the offensive. First I entered the keep depths to fix a breach and run into disgusting sneaky creature, Gum, Lord of Gluttony. He filled the room with poison gas, a miserable fight, but my Hydras and I won. Then I head out to the battlefield to take down the siege breaker, assault beast guarding the gate. The new objective was to destroy the Sin Hearts powering Asmodan's army. It was here I found a legendary weapon with a chance to summon a demon who served as a pretty good tank. By the way, I will use this weapon to end of the game. On my way to the first heart, I met Saidea, the Maiden of Lust, a half-woman, half-spider demon. She tried to fight, but ran away, pissing her pants. My arachnophobia went into overdrive. It was a while heading to the second Sin Heart that something incredible happened. A golden light flashed, a loud ding! Level 17, max level. It felt weird. I haven't even finished Act 3 and I was already max level. I didn't clear the whole map, just played at a normal pace. I guess the difficulty bonus accelerated things. This probably means that I will not be stronger, but the enemies will. I was going to have a hard time. I finally reached the second heart, where Caldeum appeared again. She didn't even get to finish her sentence before I crushed her like a bug. Next up, Asmodan. I hoped this fight wouldn't be as short. It started, and I just watched his health bar evaporate. I thought, okay, there must be a second phase. There wasn't. It was the biggest anticlimax ever. My Hydra build was a perfect boss-killing machine. We trapped Asmodan's souls, all 7 Lords of Hell contained. Adria said she knew a ritual to destroy the stone. It felt too easy. And it was. In the ultimate betrayal, Adria revealed she was a servant of Diablo all along. The whole quest was set up. She used the Black Soul Stone to resurrect Diablo himself, using her own daughter, Leah, as a vessel. She also mentioned Diablo was Leah's father. What the hell? Diablo, now the prime evil, stormed the high heavens. In the ensuing cinematic, he fought the angel, pierced him, and glitter poured from the wound. Oops. Act 4 was short but spectacular. Taking place in the high heavens, it kicked off immediately with a boss fight against Iskatu, who died mid-monologue. The Archangel of Fate told me my destiny was not yet written and sent me to rescue the Archangel of Hope. After freeing her, I continued my pursuit of Diablo, running into Tyrell's former lieutenant, Isuel, a twisted mix of angel and demon who went down quickly. My damage was great, but if I relaxed for a second, I died. After a brief, testosterone-fueled confrontation with Imperus, I finally reached the Crystal Arc for the final confrontation. The fight started energetically. It wasn't an instant kill, but it wasn't too long. Then we shifted to a realm of terror, which looked awesome, and he summoned a cloth of me that wasn't worth my time. I had saved my Archon ultimate, a transformation into pure energy, for the final phase. After a grueling battle, the Lord of Terror fell. I had done it. I had beaten Diablo. Or so I thought. We are deep in it now. If you're enjoying watching me stumble through hell, or maybe just feeling better about your own gaming skills, hit that subscribe button, it's free, and unlike those demons, it won't try to eat your soul. Now, back to the suffering. Beating Diablo should have been the end, but this was the Reaper of Souls expansion. While the Angels was hiding the Black Soulstone, a new figure appeared. Malthael, the former Archangel of Wisdom, now the Angel of Death. He killed most of the humans, stole the Soulstone, and vanished. By the way, he was farming our. His goal ends the war between heaven and hell while wiping out humanity. My job was never done. Act 5 started in Westmarch, now overrun by Malthael's Reapers. I fought my way through the city, taking down mini-bosses like Cassadia, who declared, "Your soul will be mine," right before I killed her. I had to hunt down Malthael, which led me to his lieutenant, Urzael, the one responsible for the attack. The fight against him was my favorite so far. He had an interesting design, another mix of angel and demon, I think. His first phase was over before I could even see his attacks, but in the second phase, oops, I died. I think it was hard to tell my Hydra fire from his. Second try, he was down. I have to admit, he put up a decent fight. It was fun. Right after, Malthael himself appeared, muttering something about death being peace, and then vanished. My only lead to find him was Edria, the witch who started this whole mess with Diablo. I found her undergoing some horrific transformation and put her out of her misery. The path to Malthael led through the embattled high heavens to the Pandemonium Fortress. Tyrael explained Malthael's plan: absorb all demonic essence into the Soulstone, which would destroy all of humanity. We used a massive battering ram to breach the fortress gates. To even stand a chance, I had to embrace my own Nephilim heritage. In the fortress, I found a prison of souls and absorbed them, putting myself on the same plane as the Angel of Death. Now we could fight like gentlemen. Finally, I reached the heart of the fortress. There he was, Malthael. Let's go! The fight began. Phase 1 was manageable. He was frozen for most of it. I was feeling confident. Then he shattered the Black Soulstone and absorbed the power of the Prime Evil. This was his final form. The arena went dark and fire. He started doing some crazy fiery stuff. Icy fog drifted across the battlefield, killing me almost instantly. My hands were sweating, I was in the zone, we were both in the red. He moved to the center of the arena and I died. I didn't have time to run. I popped my last cooldown and threw everything I had at him. My screen flashed red, the "You have died" message appeared, but at the exact same moment, so did he. Malthael left out a final agonizing scream and exploded. It was a mutual kill, a draw. My body lay lifeless, but his reign of terror was over. Hey, I'm the one making the video, so I make the rules. That counts as a win. And thanks to the developers, they also think that it counts as a win. So there you have it. I set out to beat Diablo 3 on Torment 1 as a total noob. I came in expecting the biggest challenge to be the Lord of Hell, and while they were tough, the moments burned into my memory are the stupid, embarrassing and infuriating deaths to the little guys. I died to bugs, I died to bosses, to zombie. I even died at the exact same time as I killed the final boss. But I did it. As Tyrell noted after, with Malthael's death, Diablo's essence was once again threat. He also mused that a hero who can defeat both angels and demons might be a threat to everyone. The journey was one of frustrating humiliation and a surprising amount of fun. I really enjoyed the game and I will definitely try the fourth part. It's proof that even if you are bad at something, perseverance and a healthy dose of humor can get you through it. And maybe a couple of fire hydras so they can do a lot of job instead of you. Thank you so much for watching my descent into madness. If you want to see more challenge runs, let me know in the comments what I should suffer through next. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully with fewer insect related fatalities.